Hi. I'm sorry I've been MIA. I've been busy. With stuff. And things. But I'm back. So let's make an Evil Dead prop. Also, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I do have a zit on my nose, and I look like Rudolph. But, you know, just, you see it, I see it. Stuff happens. What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode brought to you by Backyard Zombie. I'm so sorry it's been a while, guys. I've been real busy with stuff. Things are happening. It's summertime, so more fun, right? No, I'm an adult. But in this video, I'm actually going to be taking one of my older Evil Dead chainsaws and tearing it apart. This thing has a lot of broken pieces on it. It's a little busted. So I thought, why not make some kind of like apocalypse Frankenstein concoction mashup custom saw. So let's get into rehauling my already rehauled Evil Dead chainsaw. Roll the video. Okay, so here is my original Evil Dead chainsaw, and as you can see, it's a little rough. We got some glue marks that I want to remove. It's not very stable. It's a very fragile saw. It's been fixed a couple of times, and I just want to, address some of this stuff. So we're going to take this bad boy apart. We're going to do some repainting, and we're just going to have some fun with it. So here I've removed all the metal bits and bobs, and I've started the planning stage. I drew a picture of what I'm thinking I'm going to do for this saw. And yeah, so we're just going to try to go and with this plan and see what we can come up with. Because of how damaged this saw is and how many times I've put it together or took it apart, there are a lot of holes. So I'm going to be doing a lot of filling. You're going to see random holes, and I have to remember which holes are for which iterations of this new saw. So right now I'm going back and forth, drilling holes and fixing pieces together while also repairing pieces, because as you can see here, this is damaged. It's very damaged, and I'm a little upset about it. I remember when I damaged it all those years ago, and I'm like, okay, no, I have to seriously fix this, and I think some 5-minute epoxy is gonna do the trick. But it's just gonna be a lot of I gotta put it together, take it apart, put it together, take it apart, and remeasure things and re-put things and try to make it work, because I want this saw to be sturdy, and I want it to be way sturdier than it was, and I want it to be as sturdy as my other saw. So the work continues. I'm gonna use this filler putty, and I'm gonna go in all of the holes that really don't do anything anymore, and I'm just gonna fill in all those holes with this putty, and I'm gonna go around the saw to all these bits and pieces, and just enjoy spreading it like frosting on a cake. I have a little too much fun with this. Go a little overboard, but you can always use sandpaper to bring the stuff back, and when it dries it turns a white color instead of being pink, so that's fun. And then I started the repairs on the top of the saw, I guess you can say, but that's a repair I've fixed. I also dremeled in some scratch marks. I added some more greeblies of stuff I had lying around, and then I continued spreading that putty to fix all these cracks and fill these holes. Literally heading up to bed, and I dropped it again. I'll just repeat. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my God. Then I started adding some detail, just some detailed stuff to the saw. Started dremeling in some of these, runes and marks of the Necronomicon. And I do this for the guide bar. Add some cool little engravings, as if someone had engraved these marks into the saw. Like maybe Ash was
I need some of these cool symbols, or maybe they have representation. Then I added more details, painted the actual body red, that cherry red color I love so much, and added some more greeblies. Now this plate is actually going to be screwed on, but those two middle parts I actually use to reveal red lights, because I actually put lights in the saw. So this part I'm just screwing it down, and then I'm going to hollow out those other two holes, and I'm able to put all the light system inside of the saw. And so those are just some extra lights, but we have some lights from the top, on the side, poking out, so you can see the red lights. And then of course we have to use an evildead greebly, and then, you know, fill in the rest of the engravings with black paint. And that's when I start doing some washes. I put the saw back together and added more detail, some wires, some black paint, just making this saw look like it's been lived in. Now, if you noticed, I had some yellow tape on there, but I just didn't like it. And so I replaced it with silver, and then I added this tube with some latex tubing, so it's like a blood vial, and I thought this looked really cool. And it's feeding into the gas, and then I just started adding all of this perma-blood, and yeah, after this, we are ready for the reveal.
So here's just a more handheld look at the saw. These are the symbols that I engraved into the saw. We have a lot of blood, ink. Then over here we just have this kind of like tube that I was imagining was feeding something. Some graffiti on the saw itself. And as you can see, I just soaked this thing in fake blood. This is a shower curtain, the holder, and I just thought it looked really cool there, so I screwed it in and painted it red. And it was already metal to begin with, so it looks really cool. And then the grill's pretty bloody. And then this is a brass bullet casing from a 3030 that I had lying around, and I thought I'd make it a like longer pull cord. Then I imagined that this here is there was some damage, so that's actually some window venting painted, and there's like a piece of black fabric behind it, so that looks pretty cool. And then of course we have the blood vial. The blood vial looks so cool, coming out as if there's like demon blood running through this that's feeding into the gas tank, and I thought that was a really cool like thing that came together for this build. Now I'm gonna turn the saw around. You know what, let me turn the camera off. Now from here, we have a lot more detail. Now, all of these pieces of metal were from folders from my work that we were throwing out, and I thought, if these could bend, I can make these look as if they're like repaired pieces of metal. So I thought that actually came out really cool. Then this part is it was a meter of some sort that I took off of a piece of equipment that was being thrown out from when I worked at a steel mill. And then of course we have the switch, those two lights, some more graffiti that's been carved in. I love evildead mold, so of course I had to put that on the actual saw. And then the blade is more bloody. And yeah, that's how this saw came out. And there you have it, folks. That is how I made the evildead or Army of Darkness blood chainsaw. This thing is a monster. It's a beast. I love all the detail I was able to get on this, and it just feels like it's like my custom saw. There's a lot of blood. I love just the added like little details, the little things that make this saw custom. So I'm very excited about how this saw came out compared to my other saw, and now this saw is just, it's a beast. So if you liked this video, and hopefully you did, maybe you're an evildead fan, maybe you just, you know, randomly came upon this video. Hi, my name is Josh. Please consider liking and subscribing, and hopefully we will see you in the next video. That won't be, you know, another month. Well, anyway, hope you see you in the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Jesus Christ.
If you liked this video, consider liking, subscribing, and down below, you can support our channel by buying from our merch store. Buy yourself something fun, and hopefully we will see you in the next video.